If I would've wanted you to care, but can't you see that I have been busy trying to pretend that I don't care?
Look, I do care, but I don't care. My phone is always on me, but I'm not there. Notified, but it always coincides with something that overrides. On the grind over time, nobody gets no reply. That's bona fide, no disrespect. Screen's always lighting up like a cigarette. I save my writing for the symphonette. Here's the thing.
It wasn't my fault. You're not my problem.
Look.
But you got issues.
Hey.
Don't call me.
You said I should've texted you more often. If I would've wanted you to care, but can't you see that I have been busy trying to pretend that I don't care?
Why do you think this is? What you say doesn't match up with how you're leaving me on red and how you never pick up the number the telegrams on your phone. So you gotta play high Candy Crush score. Boy, you're wasting your time. Let me tell you that it wasn't my fault. You're not my problem, but you got issues. Don't call me.
You said I should've texted you more often. If I would've wanted you to care, but can't you see that I have been busy trying to pretend that I don't care? And you say I should've texted.
Don't hold out for a text that you'll never get. Are you bitter yet, or is it jealousy? Fundamentally, there's nothing you could thread to top my lethargy. A message in a bottle, and that bottle in an ocean, and that ocean is no metaphor for my devotion, but I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy.
And you say I should've texted you more often. If I would've wanted you to care, but can't you see that I have been busy trying to pretend that I don't care?
Phone is always on me.
What's up, people? How's it going? I haven't been around, unfortunately. I had a lot of testing, a lot of studying to do. I mean, I'm constantly advancing myself. You've seen what I've done. Started going to the gym, decided that, hey, maybe I could train other people. So I advanced myself. Decided that I don't know. I like driving a lot. I mean, I don't know. So what did I do? Upgraded my license to the highest class. Constantly learning in life, constantly doing a lot of stuff. So sometimes I just don't have the time to, study to try and get 100% rather than passing because that's what I do. Yeah, I'll put 100% everything I do. I guess they reach for the stars and the moon, you ever heard that saying? Anyways, yeah, that's one of the reasons I haven't been home. What's up? What's up, extra? How you doing? How's it going, Dr. Marie? Welcome. So pretty much, that's over and done with. I'm actually in application process for something else. It's like I'm done with one thing yesterday, then I gotta actually apply for another thing that same day. Actually, multiple things, if I'm really gonna be honest. But hey, who who's counting? So, anyways, we're gonna get into some DLF stuff. I probably will do another DLF stream tomorrow. I'm more free and just really get it going. So I don't even know where to start. I guess we can start where he's videotaping the exterminators. I mean, in true DLF fashion, this man is leaving secret recordings. Like, what the hell are the exterminators gonna do? Is my mic bad? Okay, my mic's probably on my Brio. Yes, it is on my Brio. My bad, people. Okay, sorry about that. Thank you for telling me, Marie. I really appreciate it. Yeah, my mic sounded muffled because I had to get into one of those meetings, Microsoft Team meetings yesterday, and because of my Microsoft Team meeting, it grabs the mic that I typically use with StreamYards. It grabs it and forces like programs like StreamYards to do something else, which is super annoying. And I forgot to do my my audio checks because my audio seemed pretty good. So there you go. Now it's on my what is now my regular mic, and we're gonna get on with the show. So let me share my screen. This is called taping the exterminators. I will move around because I'm sure after a couple of minutes we're gonna get a sense of what he's actually been doing. And I don't know, we might just get bored, but let's see what he has to say with this. Let's go. I mean, would I mind going to court? No. Do I care? Somewhat, yeah, of course. If I'm in court, I'm gonna win. I want to win. Does he still have the cat? Yes, he does. He still has Willie, his cat. At times I do worry if the cat's okay. Speaking of which, it seems people are just monsters sometimes. Maybe I shouldn't even get into cat stories. But I was actually supposed to perform a rescue last night and keep a rescued cat in my home so that they could get neutered and find a foster parent, like a forever home. But it seems somebody who left this cat out in the middle of winter, like a couple days ago, we had a huge snowstorm, like a week ago, literally. And people were telling me that this cat was actually left outside. And that was horrible. And the story is now that this cat has been getting left outside for about a year now. They thought the cat was abandoned, but the neighborhood kept on feeding the cat. So I'm like, why did it take two people telling the same story with a picture of the same cat a year to try and get this cat some help after major snowstorms? After it should be before people. It's a cat. We want cats to survive. We're animal lovers here. Don't let the freaking cat be outside in a severe snowstorm. Anyways, the story was I was supposed to take care of this cat, bring the cat to get neutered through like a lot of services in the community. People were rallying together. And my home is pretty much a transition / foster spot right now for animals. So if you do see me on my other channel and there's a random animal here and there, that's why. Because I just feel like I should give back to my community. Only cat I ever found I found under a car in a snowstorm as a kitten. Oh, be free, you're sweet. And that kitten became your forever cat. That is a nice story. Anyways, the story is now like this. This cat actually belonged to somebody, but the cat's unneutered. He's a male, and he should get neutered because there's a lot of positives towards it. And I was supposed to help with that process, but that process has been halted. So it's very unfortunate, but We're gonna rally together and still get this cat neutered and maybe find this cat a better home, better services. So if this cat is left out again, that's it. We're just gonna take care of this cat. We're gonna make sure that this cat's okay. I'm not putting up with people's bullshit of not taking care of animals. It's just wrong. All right, let me skip around with this and let's see where things go. When do the exterminators come in? Well, I don't see any exterminators, Dragon Lord Frodo. Wait, let's go here. What's this? Is he taking the tricycle out? Yeah, he actually has been taking the tricycle out in the winter. You know, one of his main streams of transportation, the bus or the tricycle. I guess sometimes he walks, right? Yeah, I guess so. Well, free cat distribution system at work. You could call it that. I just feel, no animal should be out in the cold. It's just completely wrong to do something like that. All right. It seems he's gone again. You know what? We're gonna switch this up because what the hell was that? He was literally just, videotaping the air. Do we even say videotaping again? It's more like a videographing because videotaping is very specific. It's like a videograph, except you're using magnetic tape, right? So if we really want to be specific, we're not using magnetic tape here or any other type of tape. So, okay. He says his parents are going to Burton Commons on March the 6th. Do I want to watch that? No, we're going to watch Not Working is now a court order. Yeah, let's watch this. Not working is now. Whenever is a court, I'm literally going to tell you to not work. Like, have you ever heard that before?
Hey kiddies, it's Dragon Lord Frodo. Look, it's Willie. Look, it's Willie up there. Look, it's Willatheus.
Well,
Come on, Willie.
Remember when he used to call me like Montgomery and something else? He like put a very old school Victorian twist on my name.
Oh, so guess what, people? Guess what? We got a new court order. Yeah, that's right. Now me not working is now a court order.
That don't make no sense.
If I get a job now, I face felony and a prison sentence.
That don't make no sense. Under what circumstances is a judge, a court, a body of law literally going to tell you not to work? They freaking let people out of jail to work. They'll let you go to jail on weekends, depending on your circumstances, the severity of your charges and resolutions. They will, not remand people into custody of jail and or prison so that they can work maybe Monday to Fridays, long hours, then you go to jail on weekends. There's even people who have like type of furloughs where they'll go to jail, but they'll let you out of jail to go to work. Like what court, what body of law will literally tell a man and woman, however you describe yourself, to not go to work? Like this doesn't make any sense to me logically.
Why? Because a couple weeks ago I went to therapy, and I had told my therapist that whenever I go and look for a job at the library on their computer, I come out of the library just in a very bad mood because there's nothing out there. that I
Oh
can
my
do.
MG, this again.
There's no jobs out there that'll just pay me like $200 a fucking week. Okay?
Wait, why can't he get a part-time job somewhere or casual where you work 1 or 2 days a week and then that's your pay? Like, there are jobs out there. The problem is a lot of people don't want to work certain types of jobs. And I get it sometimes. Like, if a job is way too low of a pay, I mean, then should you truly work that job, especially if you have the education and or experience to, get higher paid? That I can understand. Sometimes they say, sometimes you don't just you can't choose what type of job that you want to work, because at one point in time you just got to take any job to survive, and then after a while start looking for a job you actually like doing. Then maybe after that start looking for a job you actually love doing, or something that will advance whatever your interests and skills are, whatever you're good at. Why doesn't he get disability? He does. That's the whole problem, Dot, is that he doesn't want his I forgot if it's SSI, SSD, or SSDI that he's on, but he's on one of those three. And they give him a stipend a month. And what he doesn't want to do is lose that, because the last time he did that, he worked for Creature Comforts and he worked more hours than what is allowed. So they decided to end his monthly payments, which put him in a free fall, especially with his rent. He doesn't want that to happen. So he only wants to work a certain number of hours a week so that it falls under the threshold that is set by his county worker.
In fact, there's the jobs that don't the jobs that the jobs that I go and do interviews for, they kick me out of the interview because I ask for way less than what they're offering, and somehow that's a bad thing. See, I don't get it. I thought that was part of the interview, was that you could negotiate your pay. Obviously, you can only negotiate up and not down. So I'm stuck in this position where I have to find if I go and look for a job, I only look for part-time at $15 an hour. Okay? Because
what's minimum wage
if I go past the $15.50 a month before taxes, yeah, I'm not doing it again. Okay? I refuse. I refuse to do it again. Okay? So I'm not taking that risk. Okay?
Did he say he wants under $15.50 per hour? Did he say that? Or did he say at?
It's too fucking risky to get a job, to get a high paying job. Okay? So I only want $200 a week.
Yeah, you can't tell a workplace that you want less than the minimum wage. That's illegal. They can't say, okay, sure, we'll make that deal and pay you less than the $15.50. Because as I'm reading here, I'm learning, because I love to learn. In New York State, the minimum wage is $15.50, except in areas such as New York City, Long Island, and Westchester. Those areas, it's $16.50 per hour.
Anything more?
So that's why they're kicking him out, because he's saying he wants to get paid under minimum wage, which is super shady to even say in an interview, which makes them think he's like he wants under the table or something is going on. So yeah, of course they're going to end the interview if you're going to do that. And trust me, DLF is smart, okay? Don't let him fool you and twist things up. The reason he's doing this is for a very specific reason. DLF always does things with intent. Like, he ain't playing checkers here, he's playing chess. And if he's doing that at interviews, that kind of tells me that he probably just doesn't want the job, because why would he do that in the first place? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't want. Okay? Okay, maybe 300 a week. Okay? 300 times 5 is 1,500. So that could be done as well. So I only want 300 a week. Apparently that's too much to ask for. Okay? Because they won't let you negotiate down. They only want you negotiating up for some reason. So, getting paid $18 an hour is no good. Okay? And I'm not taking that risk anymore. So that's what I got to do. So every time I go to the library, I'm not even applying for the jobs anymore. I gave up on trying to work. Okay. Nobody wants to pay me what I want to be paid. Okay. I've even had a thing where I was actually thinking of like just taking a fucking job, any old fucking job. And once I hit the 1550, just go in there, not clock in, do my fucking work, and work for free. I mean, that's what I have to do.
Yeah, he can't work for free. What is up with this guy? He knows he can't work for free.
Right? Well, my therapist said, well, it stresses you out too much. You need to take a break from looking for a job. That's what he said. So now it's a court order. Because remember what the judge up in Lockport said. Part of my release is that I have to go and see a therapist and agree with everything he says. Okay? So when my therapist... Oh, and by the way... Oh, we'll get into that a little bit. So when my therapist says that, my rich uncle is sexually abusing me, I better agree with that. My therapist says that my dad is a pedophile for saying hot little girl to fucking iCarly shows or Hannah Montana or whatever the fuck it was, then I have to agree to it. Okay? I have to agree with whatever that therapist says.
That's not the point of therapy. The whole point of therapy is progression, advancing in your understanding of not only yourself, but your community, life, so many things on so many different levels, planes. You could even say your spirituality, like, things you believe in, things you don't believe in. It's not to agree with your therapist, it's to actually express and understand yourself.
And so far...
And to advance your understanding in a positive manner. That's like the whole point of therapy, not to agree with some dude sitting like across from you.
So far, calling my dad a pedophile is a court order. Calling my rich uncle a sexual abuser is a court order. Smoking weed is a court order. Doing shrooms is a court order. And now being unemployed is a court order. And if I don't agree to any of those, I face state prison and a fucking felony charge for a criminal contempt. So there you go. There you go. And I can't change therapists either. The only way I could change therapists is if he drops dead or quits or something. Because right now, that's who I'm going to. Okay? We don't shop around for therapists. You know, my mom has this thing where it's like, well, if you don't like what he says, you could just get another therapist. That's not how it works.
Well, but kind of how it works. I mean, if a therapist just isn't your vibe, then you do have the choice and will to explain that to the courts. But like, hey, you know, I'm not really comfortable telling how I truly feel or being myself with my therapist. So I'd actually like to change a therapist, because the whole point of therapy is for me to have some sort of comfort and trust where I can actually express myself to my truest potential and truly be relaxed and feel safe in an environment where I can truly be myself. And with this therapist, that I'm not getting there. Maybe I'm 50% there, 30%, 60%, but I want to be 100% there. I want to be in an environment where I can have full trust of that person can have full trust of me. So maybe if it's not working out, maybe do change your therapist, explain it that way to the judge.
That's not how it works. You have to take the good with the bad and the bad with the good, okay? So, and also too, my current therapist is not the first person to say that my uncle was abusing me.
Who said it first? I thought it was that therapist.
I was saying this since I was going to Jewish Family Services. Okay? I was saying that when I had Linda from Jewish Family Services. So, Mark, if you're watching this, you know, if you don't like what Linda from Jewish Family, if you don't like what Linda Rumbold from Jewish Family Services has to say about you sexually abusing, well, no, she didn't say sexual. She says that she never said it was sexual, though. That's the whole thing. What she said it was she said it was weird and
Whoa! How did that get there? Is that freedom straight out of my bowels and into your mouth?
Wait a second. In 1775 in America, you know what? I'm Canadian, and this whole tariff thing is really causing troubles in my household here, people. Go Canada. I didn't even watch Thursday night's hockey game, Four Nations, even though I heard Canada won. Oh man, this whole tariff thing is really dividing North America. It truly is, because I respect my American friends, you know, south of me there. Well, 75% of you south of me, the rest 25% is actually north. Go figure. That where I live in Canada, 25% of the states is actually north of me. But I'm just saying, like, this thing is really dividing, you know, where we should actually have three nations coming together and having trade where people can feel comfortable, make a living, go home, and be with their families.
Abusing? Well, no, she didn't say sexual. She says that
we lost here in Boston. I knew you guys did.
She never said it was sexual, though. That's the whole thing. What she said it was she said it was weird and creepy, and she didn't call it sexual. What she always used to call it was inappropriate touching.
Okay, haven't we heard this a million times? Can we go to where Tilly comes back? Oh my god, is that pizza again? He loves his pizza. You know what I was watching where the guy loved pizza? Kind of looks like DLF. Platform. The Platform 2. Have you guys watched it? There's Platform 1 and then there's Platform 2. I actually watched both movies last weekend.
Henry never killed anyone. He never killed anyone. He beat the shit out of like 3 of them, but they didn't fucking die. I thought he was a pedophile. He's just some guy that goes around and beats people up with a hammer, and he finds these people on the sex offender registry.
That is a deep dish right there. Look at that.
That's good. That's going to be where my rich uncle's going to end up.
I had a super authentic Chicago deep dish pizza once when I visited Chi-Town. I was more closer towards like northeast, and I guess my friend was kind of entertaining me. When I say entertaining me, I mean like showing me around where to go, where not to go. But I really like Chicago. I did not mind.
We're going to bring that up to fucking the courts too. Like, I want to see my fucking uncle on the fucking sex offender registry. Okay. I don't know if we can do anything about my dad, because he actually never did anything illegal, as far as I'm concerned. What, saying hot little girl? That's not illegal. It still makes you a fucking pedophile.
Here we go again.
I'm like, hot little girl? Really? Are you? I That's what my fucking therapist said. I'm like, he's like hot. He said, your dad said hot little girl. Really? Is he trying to get himself chased out of town? And I'm like, nah. He's not gonna get chased out of town. He lives in fucking Lovejoy.
So then what does that mean? He's not going to? Is Lovejoy like that?
Yeah. 90% of Lovejoy is all sex offenders. Remember Mama Monty was like, one of these days a Molotov cocktail's gonna come flying for your window. Oh, really? Yeah, where'd you hear about that one? Some fucking Freddy movie?
Oh, congrats on it. The Dutch oven for Christmas there, Marie, the blue pot. That's pretty cool. Like Woody Beauty's blue pot. I remember that. Like half the people were saying it's expensive. Other people are like, no, that's one of the cheap ones. It didn't matter. Like, she was wasting so many things. It was abhorrent what she was doing.
Again, we're getting ideas from movies and TV. And by the way, hey Monty, I can't believe how fucking dumb you are sometimes. My mother basically admitted to everything that I'm talking about, but you didn't pick up on it.
Yeah, how was I supposed to pick up on it? That time that he went to court and he gave me the link, I was at work. In fact, I had my own matters I had to deal with on the phone at work, much less, watch DLF's whole thing. Like, if during the day, Monday to Friday, I'm busy, man. I gotta work, then I gotta go home. I gotta, like, do chores. I gotta clean up. I gotta do a lot of stuff. Beefree says, always been amazed at how the Dutch managed to cook utilizing parts. Funny, right? Hey man, that whole host of nations like the Norwegians, the Dutch, the Swiss, they're doing a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff, I am telling you. Because wait a second, no, we have like there's like Swiss chocolate, right? And then Switzerland's known for like banking as well. What else is there?
Okay, Ma, why?
IKEA, that's like which country is that again? Is that Finland? Am I right? I gotta check this out. I keep forgetting where IKEA comes from. I have an idea, but it's not like it's cemented in my head. No, it's Swedish. Holy shit, why did I think Finland? But yeah, IKEA is from Sweden.
Why would a Molotov cocktail come flying through your window? If, like you said, Dad is not a fucking pedophile. If I'm the only one saying that he is, and that I'm the fucking crazy one, and everybody else knows, oh, he's a fucking pedophile, then why the fuck would a Molotov cocktail come flying through their window?
All right, we're gonna go forward. I don't think he has much to say except regurgitated statements he's been saying
Mike
for years.
Is going for driving lessons.
As usual.
Oh, we're teaching you a fucking life skill. Oh, but my dad made sure to teach me how to fucking run a lawnmower. One of the most useless things you could ever fucking buy, by the way.
A riding lawnmower?
Is a fucking lawnmower.
No, DLF. Have you ever tried to, like, mow an entire farm on one of those push mowers? Some people, especially if you're a farmer or you have like a lot of acreage, you are gonna love a riding lawnmower. That's one of the best things you'll probably find in your life. For me, I have no need for it yet. I'm trying to figure some stuff out on my end in terms of maybe I will need a riding lawnmower sooner than later, maybe more later than sooner, maybe more sooner than later. But as of now, no, I don't need a riding lawnmower. I'm actually thinking of getting like a mobile or portable 2-bedroom mobile home. It's not like a mobile home in the sense that the home has a built-in like front where there's an engine and a cab that you could just drive. For me to move this home, I would probably need a 1-ton truck. Probably, or maybe at least I heard that somebody has a 3/4-ton truck and they can move their home around okay, but it's not recommended. But it seems the truck is keeping up with moving that around. But I was told, yeah, 1-ton truck is what I would need. And I've been looking at some 1-ton trucks like the dualies, or if you want to call it dualies. I guess I'll just say dualies because that's what I hear most of the time. I've actually been looking at dualies for like a day, 2 days now.
Why is it useless? Because you don't need fucking grass. That's why. Yeah, you know, my mom's like, we want to buy that house next door to us and you can live there. Yeah, but then you're going to have to learn how to mow the lawn.
Can you imagine, Mama Scrunch buying DLF a house next door? Would she really want that? That seems like a good idea, except DLF is now next door.
No. I ain't mowing shit.
I thought Mama Scrunch was investing her money at the casino, the bank, but you can only make deposits, never withdrawals. That's what the casino is. A deposit-only bank.
I'm pulling up all the fucking...
You show up there, you put your money in, and you never get it out.
...grass, and I'm fucking planting shit. What the fuck does grass fucking serve any fucking purpose of? Other than to piss you off. There's no point in it. You can't eat it. You know? It's like well, what's the point of having a fucking lawn? One of the most useless pieces of shit ever.
I guess DLF doesn't know that grass is one of the biggest oxygen producers on the planet. He doesn't know that, but I think the number one, I believe, is still plankton is the biggest oxygen producer. Let me look that up. Yeah, let me look that up because I know for sure grass is, because people automatically think trees, but no, it's actually, yeah, I'm right. It's phytoplankton, or just plankton, is responsible for roughly half to 80% of the oxygen on Earth. So most of our oxygen comes from plankton. Then after that, it's grass. Then maybe trees. I'm not really sure what's third, but I know for sure number one is plankton.
Well, you could just dig up all that fucking grass.
You went to Plain Ridge Casino once. You won 1,800 and everyone went. Yeah, I went to Gananoque Casino, just east of Kingston, Ontario in Canada. And I literally won, I believe, like a couple $100, maybe 250, 300. And I never went back there. I only stopped there because I had to pee on my way to Toronto. I was Montreal. I had to pee somewhere. The casino was there. I'd never seen inside. So I went there. I bet on a number. It hit. And then I put a few more chips on it on roulette, and it hit again. So I repeated the number. Then I got the hell out of there. I was like, thank you, later.
And start playing tomatoes and garlic and all that shit. But no, my mom wants to plant fucking grass and fucking those fucking flowers she likes. I swear to God, they're the most useless flowers ever. Those fucking irises or whatever. Like, what the fuck purpose does that serve? Can you eat the iris? No. Oh, of course they're only for looks.
All right, let's go for it a little bit more. Let's see when he comes back and what else he's going to talk about. Maybe we'll have him in the stream tomorrow, because I'm sure he's probably just about to sleep. Maybe in half an hour to an hour. Because, you know, he's the type of guy who goes to bed like 8 o'clock or earlier, maybe a little later. How's my dad? Dad's good. You know, everything's kosher, I guess. You know, life, family is good.
No way you can get the surviving lesbian on your show and interview her. No, because I'm actually curious to know, like, what are her thoughts on all this? I want her to be honest. You know, I want her to be honest. Like, I want her to sit there and say, like, what the fuck is this? Oh, it's an apple? Whatever. No, it'd be kind of interesting to like hear her perspective. It'd just be like,
thanks, Marie.
well,
Appreciate it.
Mean, you know, if she says something like, well, I really didn't like the, you know, I want to hear her like,
Whoa! How did that get there? Is that
Let me look
freedom
this up.
straight out of my bowels and into your mouth? Don't dwell on that image. This is a delicious dark roast from 1770.
Like opinion.
I'm gonna check if where is 1775 coffee made? What kind of company is that? Let me wiki that for a second. I gotta look this up.
And like saying like, remember she said, "Oh, I blocked him because he was talking sexually." and then I need to hear Lauren Trimper's opinion on foodie beauty. That was kind of weird. Like, why did Monty bring up foodie beauty to my mother? Like, she really has nothing to do with me. Like, why do you need my mom's opinion on foodie beauty?
She had a lot to do with you. She was your mod, remember? All the old school mods are probably being gone and done with. You wonder what that blanket smells like? It smells like jizz, like a man who sits on his couch, lives a sedentary lifestyle that talks shit on the internet and has cameras in his home that nobody goes to. That's what it smells like.
Like, okay, Lauren Trimper, what do you know who foodie beauty is? And then she's like, I actually thought it was Catherine doing something with her face. Is Foodie Beauty even still doing videos?
No, your mom DLF said that she thought Foodie Beauty was you dressing up in a wig. I don't know how the hell Mama Scrunch would think that her boy Dragon Lord Frodo is Foodie Beauty dressed in a wig. I'm not even gonna go there because I have a lot of questions still from that day. A whole lot. Why the hell would Foodie Beauty be Dragon Lord Frodo dressed up in a wig? Like, seriously, that don't make no sense.
I don't know. What's up in the Foodie Beauty universe? Is she still in Kuwait?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Kuwait. That's a place you'll never fucking catch me going. Kuwait.
But what's wrong with Kuwait?
Kuwait's the type of place where you go and then like they just treat their women like they're fucking cattle. No, isn't that where they go? They go and treat their women like they're like they just beat their women. And then they just fucking rape their women in the middle of the street.
They don't do.
And it's like it's always like a whole fucking. They just fucking rape women in the village square.
My God.
Like, you're not allowed to speak. You're not allowed to leave unless your owner is with you.
Sup, Kimberlina? How's it going? Long time no see. Ever since that proper, how do I put it, whipping you put on Hecate's daughter. Speaking of which, I think I need to do another stream on that, Kimberlina. Because a lot has happened the last couple of days. I mean, there's a lot to talk about, I guess. And I will definitely want to be talking about it, I guess. So maybe I will talk about it, I guess. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. She been coming for me. Of course she's going to come for you now. You were literally on her hit list after what you pulled. Why do you expect her to not come for you? Of course she is. She's going to come for anybody that she feels has crossed her, whether or not you actually have. She's going to come for you.
They treat they women like they property, which is kind of weird that the lesbians are very pro Palestine. I'm like, you're not if you went to Palestine, you would not be allowed to be a lesbian, right? I've actually thought about getting a GoFundMe set up. So that, like, this was back when Catherine was still alive, but I was thinking about having a GoFundMe set up to send those two over to Palestine for like 2 weeks, and try to have a gay pride parade in the middle of the Gaza Strip.
Okay, now he's just tangential. Is he wearing a Misfits shirt? The disrespect, right? Friend. Yeah, he is extremely disrespectful, this one. All right, what was this? This was not working is now a court order. No, it's not. You're just bullshitting. Should we get into this one? Yes, update on his court cases. Let's get into this one, and then after that, we're gonna watch the latest, because now I'm curious what these so-called updates are.
All right, kiddies, it's Dragon Lord Frodo. We got a little update on Coat. So I talked to my lawyer. He explained what was going on. My lawyer says that. I asked him, am I facing any jail time?
And what
he's like, no, they're not looking to put you in jail. All my parents want is no contact. That's it. That's what my lawyer said. And I'm like, well, if they don't want me in jail, then what's the point of me going to court? And he was basically just like, well, it's to justify whether or not your parents will get the restraining order. To get a temporary one, and they're trying to determine if it's appropriate for like a permanent one or whatever. That's all that's going on.
Well, good to know.
That's it, really. He's like, as long as you don't contact them, then you're not going to jail. And I don't want to contact them. The only thing I want is my fucking computer back and and paying them back. That's all I want out of this. Then they can go live their own fucking life, with Mark. Then you don't have to fucking deal with me.
Okay, here we go again.
How's that sound? Because that's what my lawyer says. Like,
do I need a streamer GoFundMe? Maybe. I just couldn't justify spending hundreds of dollars on something that I don't typically use a lot. Before I used to all the time, but lately, since I'm onto other things, I don't use StreamYards that often anymore. But it would be nice, I mean, if I could get this watermark off. But I just can't justify spending that much money where, a simple investment of that caliber or smaller amount, you know, even if you compound and you get dividends, I can't do it, especially if I can get it for free. Like it just makes sense.
All they want is
I mean, if we could bring back 2021 again, that was nice.
Is no contact.
But it's now 2025.
I asked my lawyer, I said, is it possible for them to try to get me away from my therapist too? He said, no, it's not. He said that would have to be a completely different court, I guess. But this is just so that they can determine if it's appropriate for a fucking restraining order against me. Which I don't even care. If they want a fucking restraining order, go ahead. Go ahead. Give them fucking 4. I don't care.
I think deep down he kind of does care.
I just want my fucking computer back. And then he said, then my lawyer sent me this bullshit, my mother's statement that she made. All lies. And I sat there and been like, this is a lie, this is a lie, this is a lie, this is a lie. I never threatened their dogs. I don't carry a machete around.
yes, he does. He carries a big ass Rambo-like knife, and he carries a machete around. He literally does. Then he says he puts in his backpack when he's going out. So he has his Rambo knife and he has his machete, and he does carry them around. So that I call BS on that. He literally does. Is it $8? Probably, because it's not that well made. But I see what you're doing there with the whole now thing. But he literally, I'm not even joking, he has a machete and he has a Rambo knife, the one where the blades like grooved to, you know, create extra damage if you get slashed or cut by it.
For protection. You know, I was gonna make a movie.
It has teeth is what I'm saying.
The machete was supposed to be a prop for the movie.
It's not a movie. You bring it out when you threaten me. That's what you do, DLF. So I know you have it. All right, take.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear,
Marie. Dad. I'm sorry to hear that you lost your oldest sister to the brain tumor 2 weeks ago. Yeah, be good at your get together, Marie. Be safe and everything. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you around. My condolences and well wishes to you. I'm so sorry to hear this.
No problem with movies now, Mom? Sorry, it's not going to be a romantic comedy. Saying that I'm refusing a psychiatric medication, that's not even true. I'm going to therapy.
Yeah, you're welcome, Marie.
I have to agree to whatever that therapist says. And if that therapist doesn't recommend that I take, you know, Ritalin or meth or whatever the fuck, then, you know, I can't make him recommend me shit. He just said if the marijuana is helping, then keep doing the marijuana. That's it. It's none of my mother's business what medication I'm on. It's none of her business where I go to therapy or what I'm doing to control my diabetes. It is none of her fucking business. No, none. I told my therapist about how she's threatening my therapist, how she's threatening she's threatening my therapist on the phone. And
how though? How's she doing
called
that?
my therapist, and you know, this was and she was calling my therapist before I even made where I was going public. You know, I don't even know how she knew where I was going. I have a feeling she was following me. So who's stalking who now? That's actually stalking. If you really want to get down to it, that's actually stalking. Having me followed around. It's all, you know, it's all to protect my uncle and silence me over those fucking bomb threats she was making.
Here we go again. Hey, Allison, what's up?
And I said, I even told my lawyer, I said, listen, she might not want, you know, me to go to jail, but I want charges pressed against her. You know? At the very least for the bomb threats. And, you know, fucking covering up for my uncle. You know, that's that.
Here we go
Because
again.
you know what that is, right? You know what that is. Covering for my uncle. That's aiding and abetting a criminal act. Okay. You know what? I don't give a shit whether or not your father was doing that to everyone. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. The buck stopped with you, and you continued the cycle of abuse.
This is a delicious dark roast from 1775. Come on, get on board.
Okay.
Now I'm here to end that cycle. I'm here to end the abuse. I'm here to end the sarcasm. I'm here to end it all.
All right, let's see what else he says further down the road. Let's keep going.
Good news that I'm not facing jail time.
Is he eating buttered noodles? I have no idea. I think
it
is some sort of noodles. I have no idea what it was, because typically we'd have him in the chat, then we could just ask him, but he's not around.
Because that probably would have fucked with my pardon.
Yeah, DLF is trying to get a pardon, folks. Maybe he has only a couple years left. Then he can apply for one. I need a GoFundMe for premium YouTube. I need a lot of things, Kimberlina. For StreamYards, YouTube, Rumble. It's expensive being a content creator.
Oh my God. Ooh. So I'm not even being charged with anything. So if I'm not being charged, then I'm not being charged, you know? So, yeah, I think that whole thing about you have to be arrested in order to get a restraining order. I think that whole thing only applies if it's a non-family member. So like the lesbians, you know.
Here we go. What do you guys think about this eating out of the pots and pans that DLF likes to do? Well,
I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm
at least he's the only one, right?
not even gonna go to her fucking funeral when they die. Or my fucking uncle's funeral or anybody else. I don't give a shit. Yeah, and then she's telling remember my mom was telling me shit like, oh, the day you went to Cleveland, I almost died in the Tops parking lot. Oh, really?
What?
Yeah. That's also her thing too. I'll go do something to better my life, but she won't like what I'm doing. Like I'll go on a vacation somewhere without her. And she'll be like, oh, you made me so worried. I had a heart attack. You made your mother have a heart attack.
I kind of get that. Like, why is she saying that she got into some medical trouble when the man's already right in Cleveland? What could he do?
By going to New York City.
And why the hell would you ever go to Cleveland as a vacation? What? Who does that? Who goes to Cleveland? Well, actually, a few people will go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right? But other than that, like, why? You know what's so funny about that? Cleveland was supposed to be an up and coming city. I keep saying that about Buffalo, but yeah, for real, Buffalo was at one point one of the best cities in the United States. You know, 100 plus years ago, on the level of Chicago, New York, and whatnot. But that all faded away. Cleveland was actually supposed to be a really amazing, good city in Ohio, but just things didn't go the way that people wanted. I do still have a Cleveland Browns jacket. You know, it's brown with the orange sleeves, leather. Actually, yeah, leather sleeves. It's a Letterman jacket. I really
Then you
like
made
it.
me die.
I bought it in Grove City, Pennsylvania. You know, a long time ago.
It's the Tops parking lot when you went to Cleveland.
I don't mind Cleveland.
I'm
Cleveland
like,
seems like a good
really?
city, even though the
I'm like, where else can I go?
is at an all-time high. What's the population, by the way, in Cleveland?
Remember that one time when she tried to have me arrested?
Oh, 375,000.
To prevent me from going to New York City?
In New York.
Yeah, she actually tried to have me arrested to prevent me from going to New York City. She called Dick Griffin up and it's like, you need to arrest my son so he can't go to New York City. And Dick Griffin's like, he's a grown-ass man.
Right?
He can go wherever the fuck he wants.
Right? Leave this grown-ass baby toddler man alone. If he wants to go to New York City, New York, be rocking them Timberlands. Can you imagine if like DLF was in a tracksuit in sweats? No, bring this man in velour sweats. Yeah, velour sweats with Timmy's on. And a New York Yankees hat, the blue one. Or maybe the black with like the white lettering. So New York.
Yeah. Remember she was like, I'm gonna have your bank cards canceled so you can't go. Yeah, guess what? I went. And you know what? I had a great time. I think I actually like New York City more than Toronto, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, Allison. His mom and himself is like they feed off of each other. Hey, Toronto is one of the best cities in the world. Okay, don't be saying that.
Cleveland.
But I also think New York City is one of the best cities in the world as well. I mean, there's always going to be good and bad in cities.
Cleveland is fucking shit. I'd rather go to Niagara Falls.
Then being Cleveland, yeah, I think I would go to Niagara Falls as well. Then rather go to Cleveland. Damn right.
Anyway. This is oh, what was she gonna do? What's she gonna do when she finds out? What's she gonna do when I start taking driving school?
Oh my God! Can you imagine being left behind a wheel of a vehicle?
Oh, that's something.
That
Hopefully
will
she
be
jumps
something.
off a bridge. Anyway, this is Dragon Lord Frodo, and I approve this message. Thanks in advance for watching this.
All right, we're off. We're off to another one, people. We're gonna go to the latest. So the latest is from a day ago. I don't want my parents going to Burton Cummins on March the 6th. I have no idea what the hell that is about. But we're gonna get into this right now, and let's see what the hell he's talking about. Let's go.
Hey kiddies, it's Dragon Lord Frodo. And before we start this video, let me flash my little Willy.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
No!
There.
Oh,
now you got
MG.
2 Willies.
I thought he was doing the joke with the cat, but he actually pulled his pee-pee out, so... Oh, boy. Okay, we're gonna have to, Why did I fall for that? I thought he was gonna do this whole, like, in-between-the-lines thing and show the whole cat thing, but he actually pulled it out. Holy shit. People, we're gonna have to take a break here, and I will reconvene with you tomorrow. I better scrap the shit out of this video. Why did that happen? No, we're just getting into this. Why did he have to show that little stub? No, I gotta erase that. Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna have to do pre-screen videos again. Because this is just wrong. People, I'm out of here. Thanks for being here with me. Monty's gotta do a little housekeeping. And I guess I'm gonna see you later. See you tomorrow. Bye.